Alright, so today I would like to do a review on the Anonsuo wireless Bluetooth speaker. And one thing I want to note is I've opened a lot of products over the last few years, probably 100 plus, and this thing was packaged extremely well. It came in a bubble wrap that also had kind of a foam layer around it with more bubble wrap over that. Like, this thing was really probably top notch, even above like what Apple products ship as. So I want to say that's a really good job on this company's part, so it's impressive right out of the gate. But let's go ahead and open this up. Do a quick unboxing here for you. You get a little card, and it looks like maybe this would be for some sort of like a warranty card or something like that. We have an instruction manual. Pretty brief, but goes over some of the buttons. We've got a 6-hour charge time. This thing will run for 11 hours continuously of music. We got another layer of foam here. And wow, it's a pretty cool looking speaker. I must say that is that's pretty neat. One of the cool features of this is it actually acts as not only a speaker, but it's also a charging station. So you get a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty cool. And it also comes with a flashlight built in. So if we click that button there, kicks it on, flashes, and then turns off. So well, we're run a couple tests here, and first off, let's see how this thing pairs. So there's a power button, and we're going to click that. So I just clicked it once. I don't see any lights popping in, so let's click and hold. Alright, I saw all 4 lights flash once, so let's go ahead and try that again, see if you can see it. There we go. So all the lights are on, so all you have to do is hold it for about 5 seconds and it turns on. So let's go ahead and get it paired up and see how quickly it does that. So again, what kind of drew me to this is, first of all, this cool, the cool look of this thing. And also that you could charge your phone on the go. So you could actually be charging your phone as you're playing music, which is pretty cool. 4,000 milliamp hours is about maybe 1.5 charges on a typical smartphone. So that's pretty good. You know, if your juice is getting a little bit low and you want to charge as you're listening. So let's see what this pairs as. Alright, it's called Anonsuo Wallet. And it is pairing now. And it's pretty cool that it comes fully charged right from the factory like that. So it's connected now. And let's just kind of go ahead, and I'm going to click on one of my videos so we don't get pirated music here at all and have any copyright issues. And we'll just kind of see what it sounds like. Alright, so before we continue, one thing I want to note here is that the audio comes out of the front. There's nothing that comes out of the back. And this back is almost like a leathery type feel, which is kind of cool. So that's going back to, they call this the wallet speaker. And that kind of has a wallet feel to it, which is pretty cool. So let's go back and keep playing. Alright, so this is going to be a video kind of demonstrating how the card works. So what I'm noticing is probably at about 60 or 70% audio. It actually has a decent amount of lower end to it, a little bit of bass. But one thing I'm noticing here is that you do get a little bit of distortion. That could be because of the quality coming out of this. One neat thing that comes in the box here is a line-in jack. So this will take out all of the wireless feature and maybe give you a little bit better audio experience. And then it also comes with just a USB charge cable to charge this up. And then the cool part is you can actually flip it around and you can plug it in and plug in anything like a Samsung phone type connection to it. So that's pretty cool, and I'd actually like to test out that charging feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a charger we're going to check that out and see how it does. Alright, so now I have my charge cable for my phone, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shut the power off to this, and I just want to kind of start over here and just see what, you know, if we need to turn it on to charge or how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug in to the USB jack. I'm going to plug it into my phone. Yep, and it is charging, so you do not need to turn this on to charge it, which is cool. And we are drawing power on the iPhone. So, and then let's just try something else here. Let's see if the Bluetooth speaker portion actually works while this is going. So let me go back and see if I can reconnect here. Because right now it looks like it's on. So I'm just going to go back into Bluetooth and try to connect and see what happens. But something tells me we may need to actually physically turn this back on. Yep, so it said pairing unsuccessful, so I'm going to go ahead and hold down the power button. And there we go. Now it's connected back on, and let's go back into the music and just make sure it works. Yep, so it is working again here without a problem. And what I noticed, I was just kind of playing around with this a little bit more. The audio quality is really good on, I'd say, like the mid-range tones. The bass is where, you know, probably more of a weak point for this, but you're not expecting this to keep up with, you know, a higher end Bose system. This is meant to be kind of a jack of all trades. You keep it in your pocket, and just kind of a fun little device. It's really handy to have around. I could see leaving this in my car and using it for emergency power, and then if I'm, you know, out working outside, just kind of get that speaker going. The cool part is too, is there's a little bit of functionality with these buttons. If you press and hold the volume buttons, it changes the volume. But if you just do a quick press, it changes the track and advances or goes back to the previous track. So that's pretty cool that you don't have to have your phone right by you, and yet you can bounce between tracks. So again, that's really cool. And yeah, I would say for $59.99 it's worth it, because a battery bank like this would go for about 20 bucks. You know, so to get the added feature of a flashlight and the speaker is pretty cool. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe. We're going to have a lot more review videos coming shortly. Thank you.